Get rid of pickleball elbow by checking out my free pickleball elbow durability program. It is a 1-week program, 5 workouts throughout the week that is focused on strengthening your elbow and your shoulder to get yourself out of pain and play more pickleball. Everybody wants to be more agile. They want to be faster and they want to touch more balls on the pickleball court. The problem is you're not doing enough agility work within your workouts. Maybe you aren't training at all. Maybe you're only doing strength. You need to do speed and agility work within almost all of your workouts. Today, I'm gonna show you 5 of my favorite agility exercises. I kind of classify speed exercises as more of like a linear or more of like a quick change of direction, longer distance work, where these agility exercises are more back and forth, more forward and back, have more change of direction within them. In no particular order, this first exercise is going to be a tennis ball bounce, shuffle reaction drill. You're going to set up cones about 3 to 4 yards apart. You're going to have a tennis ball in your hand, and all you're going to do is bounce it, not super hard, but not super light, right? Just a medium style bounce. You're going to laterally shuffle to one cone and then shuffle back, trying to get the ball before it bounces a second time, right? If you bounce it super hard, it's going to go super high and you might be able to catch it, but the room for error is pretty high. So if you bounce it at a medium height, you go, you come back, you try and catch it before it bounces twice. What this does, it just drives intent. It's not really about you getting it super fast or you're not timing it. It just drives intent. So as you bounce it, it makes you push and it makes you go hard and it makes it fun. Our next exercise is a 4-cone box drill. So you're just gonna set up 4 cones in a box, right, in a square, about 2 to 3 yards apart. It doesn't have to be big. You can make them a little bigger, right? Just you add a little bit more duration, a little bit more steps. You're gonna shuffle, sprint, shuffle. No back pedal, right? You see the back pedal a lot. There's no really need to back pedal. We don't really back pedal in pickleball. Taking the right amount of steps and not taking too many steps. Ideally, it's more of like an L shape, right? Like a shuffle and then go straight instead of, we don't want to make it like a U. We don't want to shuffle and then round it out. We want to take the path of least resistance, right? Least amount of steps. For these, we'll do about 2 to 3 sets on each side and about 2 to 3 reps on each side. This third exercise is going to be a modified pro agility, right? A typical pro agility like you see in the NFL football combines, right, is a 5-yard increments. So it's 10 total yards, right, from cone to cone, and with a middle cone at 5 yards. Here I modify it. Pickleball court is a little bit smaller and we take a little bit shorter steps. So I do about 3.5 yards for each. So a total of about 7 yards with a middle cone. What we're gonna do is we're gonna split the middle cone. We're gonna start there. We're gonna go each way. So we'll go to the left or the right first. Start in the middle. We're sprinting, touching. If I'm running to the left, I'm gonna touch with my left, sprint, turn around, run to the right, touch with my right, and then sprint through the middle cone. Whatever it is, you don't want to be changing direction or turning your body. So if I'm sprinting left, I touch with my left. I don't want to touch with my right. I'm wasting movement there. We're working on change of direction, staying low, and kind of like this baseline sprint speed. This next agility exercise is going to be reactive shuffles. So we're going to have 3 cones, a similar distance, about 3.5 yards apart from each, similar distance from the pro agility. And all you're going to do is you're going to have a partner that is going to be pointing in the direction in which you shuffle to. So you start in the middle and your partner's going to, let's say, point to this one. You're going to shuffle, go, and then come back to center. And then maybe they point back there. You're going wherever your partner is pointing. You are reacting off of the partner. Another way to do this is reacting off of color. If you have 3 different color cones, say red, and you shuffle to the red and come back to the middle. Blue, shuffle to the blue, come back to the middle. Green, and vice versa. You're reacting, right? I like to do reactive exercises and reactive agility because the sport, it's a reaction-based sport. Everything we do is it's not programmed. It's based off of what the opponent and whatever other people are doing. So we like to make things as sports specific as possible. This last and final agility exercise is going to be sprint decels. So we're going to do these sprint decels in increments of about 3 yards, right? Super small. You can't even really get up to a fast speed, let alone max effort. They're going to have 4 to 5 cones, about 3 yards apart. Right? All you're going to do is start on one side of the cone. You're going to sprint as fast as you can to that next cone. So you're trying to work on that first 1.5 steps, break it down, take your time, shuffle around the cone, and go again. Boom. You'll come back. You'll do the other side sprint, shuffle around, right? So you're kind of doing both ways, both pathways, and then you relax. You do about 2 to 3 sets or 2 to 3 reps of that, and then we'll do the same thing except laterally, doing shuffles. A little bit more like pickleball. A lot of stop and start. Pickleball is a game of stop and start, change direction, move this way, move that way. This is very specific. You can only go as fast, you can only accelerate as fast as you can decelerate. So what we like to do is we like to train the brakes. Those are my 5 favorite pickleball agility exercises. Exercises that I do with Catherine Printo, Travis Rettenmeyer, Federico Stackschroot, and exercises that I do with amateur clientele, 3 5s, 3 0s. I might modify them down a little bit, but very similar in the premise. If you're getting fast, you're spending time on court, you're getting more agile, you're doing more agility work, you might start getting knee pain. Check this video out to cure your knees.